He said, we'll train your dog for you. And I, here crying in front of the Home Depot. Of course, it was Christmas, so I had to wait till the next September. But it changed my life, man. He learned to be more intuitive to my PTSD and my ADHD. And he just, he does what, my wife can't even do, because my wife's in the middle of PTSD. What they do is the greatest church that I've ever been to. And I've had the same church for 28 years, 5 different locations as we grew. But what happens inside of here is holiness for God's creatures and for his humans, his children. Embarrassed people that don't want help, dogs that are scared to death. And all Ryan and Jana and their daughters do is love and bring hope and healing. And I warned them when I graduated, I said, I'm not leaving. I hope that you allow me to do, I don't care if I just come set up chairs and leave. I'm just not gonna leave. I need to be part of something that's as pure as this, and making dogs of any type be more than their parents ever thought they could be. Ryan and Gianna and Bryn, their daughter with lupus who doesn't give up, and the Wildflower. They just give. They give and give and give and give, and they make harmony out of animals to people and people to animals. And to give the dog the obedience and the training that will have them protect people, care for them in nightmares, in traumas, in PTSD moments of anxiety, they'll just come melt your heart and get you back on track. And Mousse has done this for me hundreds of times. I thought it was weird, man. Ryan says, I want you to let Mousse sleep with you. I'm like, no, I've never let a dog on my bed in my life, He says, Greg, trust me. It's unbelievable. This action, for people with angst is miraculous, And I sleep so much better. Like 3 weeks ago, I laid down, I slept 14 hours. But the things that happen with my body and stuff, and even my brain and my emotions, I don't like being a frail man. Even though most people would say, well, you're not, look at you, you're still 240 pounds. I'm like, yeah, but he can blow me over, He got scared once in the grocery store and he was tied to the cart. Something alarmed him and he pulled the cart spun around, hit me. I go on the ground, the cart goes over sideways. And fortunately, it's my home Safeway. And they just all come running over and help me, get me up, and they start putting the stuff back in. Are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm okay. I don't know what the hell just happened. But, we share a life together. And it's because, Ryan survived his traumatic brain injury and learned that dogs could heal him. And he wanted to give it away, and I just think it's a little bit beyond comprehension to most of America would just be like, well, dogs, you know, they're dogs, you know. He sometimes can get them to do anything. He's like, oh no, they make these dogs do amazing things. I mean, for me, I would say it easily. I don't know that I would have taken my life because I made it through everything else. I'm not going to let this win, but the darkest moment was my wife going to work and me having to become a housewife. I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I don't even want to. I'm 58 years old. You know, I still got 7 good years of, you know. But life came, God showed up, P.A.W.S.S showed up, people prayed. I'm here because of everything that has nothing to do with me. I had no power over any of those things. And they're all sitting in these rooms, you know. You're not going to hear their stories. You know, I want stories, but people aren't quite like me, you know. I just lived through so much that I learned a long time ago to testify, you know, to tell the truth, you know, and shame the devil of this earth, because there's good and there's light, and it's in Pups and Warriors side by side. And best job I've ever had, besides being a son of God. And that's not a job, that's a gift. I love P.A.W.S.S. I love my dog. I don't think anybody else could do for me what Mousse does. And the freedom that comes from teaching a dog to be your partner in ways that I would have never done with a dog. And they don't ask for anything, you know. People find out the value of this and they give generously, and they've grown and grown, and as long as I got breath and feet, I'm there to help everybody find hope through an animal that God put on the earth to meet the person and to do what that dog needs to do to help their owner, their friend, their best friend, you know. And for that, I'm just hoping, you know, I don't know how else to put it.